All right, let's go. Mm. All right, we're back for episode 7 of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Tito, and I have my brother Serge with me this time, man. And we got a special guest today, man, Mr. Nonchalant, I'll dunk on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dre Hayes. What's going on, big dog?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
Excited.
That's what's up, man. So our first question on our Coach's Corner is always going to be, who did you pat in your game growing up playing basketball?
The one and only, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy, you know what I mean? So, I try to mimic all his moves, his footwork, the fadeaway, the dunking on people, just everything. That dude is one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Serge, remember, I got him a couple times with the moves.
Uh,
I still get him with the moves. So,
Lies.
He's shaking his head like, nah. That's what's up. Kobe Bryant, huh? It's his birthday today, right?
Yeah, it is. It's his
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Happy birthday to the GOAT.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
birthday.
Yeah, that Kobe, yeah. That's what's up. So who's Andre Hayes?
Dre Hayes. Man, I it's like you said, I'm nonchalant, man. Just with everything. I kind of have a good time, kick it, joke. I get out on the court, same thing, kick it, joke, have fun. But if it comes down to it and we need something, I'll get it. I'll go get a bucket, I'll get a block, I'll get a, whatever.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, when and why did you play basketball? How old were you when you started? Yeah.
I started at 11. I was tall. I originally started playing football, but then, basketball was just like, you could pick up a ball and just go hoop anywhere by yourself and stuff like that. So started at 11, just started working on my game, really started playing at the parks. I didn't get into competitive basketball until I was about in 8th grade. And then from there, I just kind of kept going.
All right. That's what's up. So you went to Piedmont Hills. Is there any other school that you wanted to go to or you were going to go to before Piedmont Hills? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, like I said, I started in 8th grade. That was at John Muir. It's on South San Jose. And then from there, I was going to go to Gunderson my freshman year. And I was kind of skipping practices a lot because we had moved from Southside to over by Piedmont. And so, my mom would come and try to beat me to practice, and I wouldn't be there. I'm kind of goofing off, chasing girls or whatnot. And then she was like, nah, you can't have that. Bring your ass to Piedmont. So I didn't get to play my freshman year at Gunderson. I ended up playing at Piedmont. Yeah.
All right. So did you play college ball?
I did. I played at Gavilan my freshman year, and then I got in trouble with grades, and then I ended up transferring to West Valley to finish out my sophomore year. And then from there, I went to Notre Dame Dannemere up in Belmont.
Okay. How was that? Like, tell us about that, like your college experience playing.
College experience, it was different because you're playing with a lot of different talent. Gavilan, we're young at Gavilan. It wasn't like one of the best teams, right? It's coming from Piedmont, I'm coming from like a winning record, and then I get to the junior college, I'm like, shit, this is. It's different. We're not winning as much, so it was an adjustment I had to make. And then like I said, I got in trouble with my grades. Go to West Valley, and then I'm back on a winning team. So it was a cool experience. It was cool. Learned a lot.
That's what's up. So All right. How old were you when you first caught your first body? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just bad.
The first one was my freshman year at Piedmont. It was I was on JV. It was it was actually against Gunderson. So they come to our home, right? And as soon as the older guys, like I was supposed to be on varsity at Gunderson, and a lot of the older guys, like they're like calling me traitor when they were walking in. They're like, "Oh, there go the traitor. There's a traitor." I'm like, oh, "I gotta go bust my balls like that." All right. So the game's going on. It's first quarter. I'm playing the passing lane. They're swinging the ball, and I see the ball coming. Everything just started to slow down, right? So I'm like, I see the ball coming, and I go steal the ball, and I'm dribbling up the court. And everybody to this day was like, "You're dribbling hella slow up the court." Like when you got to steal, they're like, "Move!" I'm like, in my head, I'm looking at the rim like, I'm about to dunk it because I just started dunking. Our freshman year, I just started dunking, so I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to take off." So I get the steal. The guy I'm guarding, he's chasing me. The dude who passed it, he's trying to cut me off, and I'm just going. Next thing you know, I get to the rim. I go up, two hands. The dude threw the turnover. He jumps. Another guy who's chasing me down, he jumps. I just bang it, right? Two of them, right?
Two body.
Hey, it was crazy. It was like both sides, our home bench and crowd, and then Gunderson bench and crowd, because, all the varsity, they wait. Mm-hmm. They watch our game before they play theirs. Both crowds just pop up like, "Oh!" I'm like, I'm kind of shocked myself. I'm like, and I just like they were saying on the last couple podcasts, like I'm just nonchalant running back, like I'm more shocked, like, damn, I just did that shit. That reaction, man, that shit's like you can't beat that, man. That shit.
That is crazy.
Man, I'm like, I love that feeling. Like, let me do it again. So that's like, I'm like, I'm taking off on somebody. I don't care who it is. So,
damn.
14.
All right, 14. So we're gonna say your first bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do too, man.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's dope, man. That's dope. My first one. Yeah, that's crazy. Sergio, you got any question for me?
Did you know those guys that you dunked on?
I did. I don't know now. I forgot who it was, but at the time, because it was.
You switched schools.
Yeah. So when it happened, they were just like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "All right, I'll take it."
Yeah, two bodies. That's crazy, yeah.
That's when the legend was born, I should say.
The first dunk of many.
Yeah.
Serious.
That's crazy.
Hey, don't you got the real quick? Don't you got one of those hologram dunks from like Dunk of the Week or Dunk of the Year or something from Piedmont?
Oh yeah. I did from a Sports Focus or whatever.
Sports Focus. Yeah, I was telling Tito how you have one where you hologram it, so you look at it one way, then you turn it, and it's you dunking on them.
I don't think it was a hologram, but it was more like a plaque, and it's just a picture of me getting to the rim, and then a dude under me like this. He's like this, and I'm over him with two hands. And so I'm like, yeah, that's all right. I've seen better ones, but I'll take that one.
And yeah, Sergio's telling me,
but I'll take that one.
Yeah, you used to get Dunk of the Week every week, man. Like back at Piedmont, like every time.
You're always up there, either nominated or getting it.
Yeah. I try to. Because we were winning a lot, so they would come to a lot of our games, and so I'm like, all right, it's showtime. Hey, give me a fast break or don't let me go baseline. It's because it's.
I was just gonna say that you let Dre get baseline. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Get out the way. Shit. Get out the way.
And I got that from watching Kobe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he'd jab him to the left, and then take that baseline, and it's just quick. Like, all right, I'm going baseline. 1 or 2 dribbles, I'm up. Either you meet me there or you don't. What's up?
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's crazy.
Good time.
Yeah. When we had Buck here, he was telling about like when where you guys were playing and you just dunked in this dude and you got an and 1 and you just like went to the free throw line, be like, yo, you're my and 1. Are you always been like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll mess you up, I'll disrespect you up the court, but then like, hey, like it's nothing.
I kind of always just, I'm like, let me get this one and then get another one. You know what I mean? Because we still got a game to play. So, I still try to keep that focus. But like they said, I'll be excited, but I just didn't know how to show it. So the only way I can show is like, let me go out here and try to do something else. You know what I mean? So I kind of had the energy. I just didn't know how to show them like in that moment. You know what I mean? So I was just like, all right.
So that's something more that you weren't taught. It's something more that you do, or were you taught that at a young age?
I think I heard like some professional athletes saying like, I think it was Barry Sanders. He was just like
act like you've been there before type of deal.
Yeah. Like you've been there before. Like, so I'm like, all right. Because he's like, I'm gonna do it again. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, let me do it again. And so it was, but I would get excited. I'm like, what? Like shocked. Like, did I just do that shit? Like, you know what I mean? I'll be speechless, I guess you could say. So I always get excited, but I just didn't know how to show it.
Yeah. There's that humbleness, like, you know what I'm saying? You can stay, you can stay humble. Yeah. So tell us about you have a training. Is it training for all kinds, or is it like just basketball or any kind of sports, like Limitless Training? So tell us about that.
So I want to do all sports. Just because with training, you could train a certain way and it could translate to whatever sport you get into. So like speed, agility, work on your endurance. All that stuff is good for any sport, right? So that's why I'm just like, all right, let me read every sport. Because, growing up, we all played different sports, right? We all wanted to play something, some other sport. So with my training, for me right now, I focus on basketball because, that's my number one. But if a kid came to me and wanted to do a different, like soccer or football or baseball, tennis, I'm like, all right, we can work on some things to help you in your craft and your sport. But I'm in the building stages. So right now I just work with basketball, and then later on I'll build into multiple sports.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's all progression. You know what I mean?
So why did you start Limitless Training? Like, what made you start it?
Search. Because I was my training, just word of mouth, and I didn't have a name to it. You know what I mean? They're just like, hey, you do coaching? Hey, coach, you coach? I'm like, yeah. And so as I started to build clientele, and then I seen Sergio, he came out with GIG, and I was like, damn, that's just tight. I'm like, let me get up there with Serge. So he came out with that, and then I would hit him up like, hey, I'm about to start a brand or start my company or start my training. Like, and I would call him, reach out to him, like, what name should I come up with? And like, I would just shoot him different names, and then took his advice, and then just kind of came up with Limitless. And I was always a big fan of like sky's the limit, phrases like that. And then that movie Limitless came out. I'm like, this dude was all over the place. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I always like that limitless, like do anything, right?
Yeah.
So I just picked that and it was just like Limitless Sports Training. Like, all right, let's run with it. Yeah.
Yep. That's dope, man. That sounds dope. Yeah. Yeah, Serge, you got anything?
Yeah, I mean, with me and Dre, we go back. So we always, we used to train together. I mean, the grind was pretty much no one was on our level at one point. I mean, the way we used to train. and the way we were training was everything we put into our athletes today is what we used to do. And I take pride in that because Dre's a hell of an athlete. I mean, one of the best basketball players I've seen on the court. I mean, and his work ethic is like no other. So, like, for me to be able to train with him, I always looked at that as like, man, I'm training with a pro, you know. So So we definitely he'll push me. I mean, I push him. I mean, we would just, and now that we're in the training game, it's kind of the same thing. It's like if I got some, we contact each other all the time. You know, like, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what do you think about that? You know, I take his what am I saying? I take his his word or his advice like real serious because like I said, we've been in the grind. We've done it. Like I've seen him do things that I've never seen any athlete do. And he's probably seen me do things that even my I say I'm 5'10", but I'm probably 5'9", you know, but you know, being the fact that
today
when we were training, like I was grabbing rim like it was nothing. Like
he was getting up there.
You know, so it's like we were doing our thing. So when it comes to this training thing, man, I mean, I think people got to realize, you know, the athlete that he is and what he can do for people, especially in that field of basketball. You know what I mean? So especially when it comes to jumping, I mean, it gets you up there, get to vert, you know. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy he started that Limitless and it's going good so far. You know, he's taking off, and now that he has a brand, which I've been telling him, get your brand out, because we all know, like, once you got to start a brand. Like, you can't just be like, yeah, I train. Yeah, I train. It's like, okay, you're just a train. Like, no, you gotta go. No, I'm Limitless. And, you know, so, and then now you get the shirts and everything, just so people, you know, even us as adults, we like to wear what we like, right? We rock the Warriors, we rock the Lakers, we wear it. So if you train and you like it, then you're gonna wear it. So
yeah, like that. Yeah, that's true. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like, you know, you build your brand, like, you know, let everybody know who you are. So they if they see you, they're not gonna be like, oh, he's a coach. You know what I'm saying? If they see you, they're gonna be like, oh, that's Limitless Training. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they see Serge, that's GIG. You know what I'm saying? So, like, hey, that's what's up. That's good that your training is blowing up and stuff like that. So, where is it at? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is the location, or where's the location of your training program? Like,
completely remote. You know what I mean? So I kind of go where the parents are or where the kids are, just so, you know, it's convenient for them. And then for me, it keeps, I like to move around a lot. You know what I mean? So I like to be at different locations. So I'll go to parks and stuff like that and just kind of just train them there. You know, I got all the equipment. I bring it with me, set up at a park. Like, all right, let's get to work. You know, I like to work outdoors. Like, I enjoy
that's what's up. Yeah, that's good, because a lot of people are training like inside, like, you know, they have a certain facility, they have a certain place. Like, you with your training, you're saying that you'll go to other people's places and you accommodate their, like, you know, place or whatever, so it'll be easier for them. And that's different from any other training, because, like, you know, a lot of training now, it's all based on that one location. You have to go there, and for you having you go to their place, it's big. It's a lot different than what's going on. You know, especially what's going on right now, like, you know, all the COVID stuff, the situation, stuff like that. It's a lot easier for you to come to like a park close by in the open space and stuff like that. So that is what's up, man. That is good. Yeah.
So I think that's what keeps a lot of my clients with me, because they're like, shit, he's gonna come here. I ain't got to do anything. Like, all right, let's go. And I'm, like I said, I don't mind doing that. That's like, it's for me. I like, when I get to them, I kind of zone out and start thinking of things what I want to teach the kids on my way there. So when I get there, I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's go. My mind's already going. You know what I mean? What I want to do, how I want to do it. Let's get in and get it. And then hour and a half, put them through a workout. And I make sure, and like I said, getting this from Serge, I make sure they're going to feel it or have some kind of sweat going, something like they're going to be like, ooh, we did something today. So I'm like, all right. So that way I know I did my job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to just come out there and half-ass it.
Yeah. Yeah. And they'll remember, like, yo, I train with him, and I threw up, or like, you know, my back, like, arms, my shoulder.
I don't want to make him throw up.
I know he did. Sergio did.
Nah, but that's the difficult part about it. Like, especially when you get someone to train the first time, is like, how far do I push him? Because you push him to the point where Tito said throw up. Now he's like, nah, this is too hard. But then you do it enough to where he's walking away, not even sweating. He's like, that was
too easy. Yeah.
Right. So you got to kind of find the middle. Like, okay, how can I get him? How can I get him to stay, but not showing him everything?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I know a lot of it. Going back to when we were training, we call them Johnny workouts.
Yeah, for real.
And so I just kind of remember the feelings that are like the feelings and just how we were gasping, like, and it's just kind of pushing each other. And I'm like, all right, let me take that and put it into my training, our training, or however we did it.
Sprinkle a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I put all those workouts into my basketball training. So I got a ladder. I use my ladder. I have the kids have the ball above their head, right? Do a ladder drill, right? As soon as they come out the ladder, they got to bring the ball down, right? To dribble, right? So what does it translate into? A rip through, right? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so they're getting the footwork done, rip through, maybe 1 or 2 dribbles to a cone, hit them with a cross, and then go score a bucket, right? So I'm just like, all right, what kind of workouts can I translate, onto the court where it's like I can mix them both? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some kind of
and then on top of that, they're getting their work, plus they're having a little fun. They're having fun at the same time and getting the work in.
Yeah, getting the work in, right? So it's like you're doing the drill, like you're attacking the basket, but first, let's get your footwork going. Because a lot of kids, when they go to the basket, what do? When they're learning, they jump off the wrong foot, or their footwork isn't there. They travel, right? So let's get it going now. So by the time you get there, your feet are already warmed up. You ready to 1, 2, go up. All right. So that's how I look at it. That's how I started doing a lot of my stuff. Like I try to compare basketball drills with like speed drills, agility drills, or strength drills, like shit like that. So that way, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah. So you say you go to other people's house or other people's places, or like you go to them, so they're coming to you. So what is the range of like how far do you go to come to them?
Right now, so I'm in San Jose. I just furthest I go is right now is Palo Alto. Yeah, Palo Alto. Those my clients. I got a few out there, so it's like I kind of book them back to back. So like maybe 2 or 3 in one day, and they're all in that same area.
Yeah, keep it to one trip.
Yeah, make it one trip. Make it try to be efficient. Try to be efficient as possible. You know what I mean? Cause, it'll get a little draining, right? Going back and forth like every day. So I'm like, all right. I set it up to where like Monday, Wednesday, Sundays, I go to Palo Alto, and then I just set up the times that way. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I keep it in San Jose, keep it local, so that way I can kind of reach everybody, don't burn myself out, and then I can give them some, quality workouts.
Yeah.
He'll be coming to Napa soon too, though. So Napa.
Yeah, like if we set it up, I definitely would go to Napa because come on, man, my guy, I got you. Let me know. We can set up a day of time. You too, Tito. Like you in Fremont?
Yeah, in Fremont. Yeah.
Just let me know. All we
Tito,
gotta do is
Tito's son is nice. He already doing things.
Yeah, I'm trying to, what I'm saying. Yeah, so he's trying to hang with the big boys. So he's trying. I mean, yesterday we played, and he was hanging. Like he was playing. Like people were asking what high school we go to. I was like, man,
nice.
That motherfucker only in 8th grade. I was like,
Nice. Yeah, I remember that. That's tight. That's dope. That's dope. Where's his strength at? Where's his strength? What is he good at?
Handles.
Handles? Okay.
Yeah. The only thing about him is like he pulled back so much that, like, you know what I'm saying, he has to just do 1-2 and then go. You know what I'm saying? Or 1-2, step back and then pull up. He'll like pull up and then he'll do another move. He'll like pull back and then, like, you know, so he's in that middle where like he needs to learn how to like just, you know, do a 1-2 combo and then go.
Yeah, I think we were all there at one point though, because I remember having a coach. I want to say 7th or 8th grade was like, man, you doing 6 moves, man. Like, do 1 and go. If it don't work, pass it.
Right.
Yeah. And then so I'm just trying to get him there, and then I'm trying to get him to more like not getting to a situation where he's like, you know, crammed up in the middle. Like, you know, when they take it to the rack, he's small. Like he's, you know, so when he gets to the rack, it's like, you know, there's too many people. So I'm trying to get him to like know when to go or like, you know, what to do when he get inside and stuff like that. So, because sometimes you'll go inside and you still try to dribble. I was like, that's too late. Like, you know.
Right.
So,
y'all work on that pull up or like a floater.
Yeah.
Once you get in there, something quick. And I think that just comes with playing. You know what I mean? Just far as like just being in situations, you're like, all right, because you think about it, you hoop enough, you'll be in enough situations where you can say, oh, I've been here before. Let me learning on the job kind of deal.
Yeah. That's what I was telling them. Like, you know, like all that like stuff when you go to the middle and then you're trying to do a move, like, you know, a euro or like, you know, spin move around. You can't really practice that. Like, you know, I mean, you can practice the spin move and footwork and all that, but being there, like, you have to play. Like, you have to be in the national game. Because he's always trying to tell me, hey, can you teach me how to do that? I was like, I can't teach you the footwork or like, you know, but when it comes to the situational stuff, you're going to have to play for it. Like, you're going to have to be there to actually do it because you can't just do it. Like, you know, because it's not going to be the same when you do because no one's guarding you. You know what I'm saying? You can lure the fuck out of somebody, but no one's guarding you right there. Like, it would be hella nice, but when it comes down to it, it's going to be hard because it's all situational. So that's what I tell him all the time. Like, you know, just work on your game. Just, you know, work on your pull up. Because, like, once you get that pull up done, like, you know what I'm saying? Now everything will, like, you'll come into place. You know?
Right, exactly. Yeah, pull up is dangerous, man. Like that's where you get the counter for the hesitation, right? Like you get a little hezzy and you can go. So that's dope. That's dope.
Oh, he got Jacob a couple of times with that hezzy. Oh, sir.
Yeah. He be getting people with the hezzy.
Like bad. Like yesterday, he got this dude. Like I tell him like put him in Ireland, like big dude, like tall, but he wasn't really, like, you know, coordinated, but he was tall. He was like about like 6'2". My son's like 4'11". So I was like, put him in Ireland. So he did the same thing. You do a little move, crossover, come back, Hesse, dude flew by. I was like, oh,
dangerous.
Yeah. The only thing he has to finish. He didn't finish, but still, like, you know, that was just like, damn.
Hey, it's a step. You just take steps.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I want to get out there and play, man. I even put it on my calendar. Serge said the 15th.
Here we go.
You said Saturday the 15th. I was like, all right, I'm putting it on my calendar. What happened?
We do it every Saturday, Serge. I told you.
Every Saturday, Dre. Every Saturday.
All right, well, look, I'm getting the invite from the man in charge.
Yeah.
No more.
Hey, that's because he hasn't been stood up yet.
Oh, we're gonna go there.
He told me the time. I was like, he told me, I was like, man, I might be in my kicking stage already.
Here we go.
You know what I mean? So I got to plan a week ahead to get to it. So I'm trying to play me. Man, I start chilling, and I do.
But yeah, we do it every Saturday, so, you know, just let me know. Like, you got my number already, you know, hit me up if you're trying to come, like, you know, and then I'll put you down in the list and stuff like that, because I can't really bang on Serge, you know what I'm saying, because I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, like, you know what I'm saying. It's like, come on, dog, like, down my back
no banging on that, you know what I'm saying, no banging on that.
Bro, I called him Monday. I was like, "Are you coming?" Oh yeah, maybe. I'll let you know. Tuesday, same shit. Wednesday, same shit. By Friday come, I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna be ask you.
Right.
Just let me know when you're coming.
Yeah. You know me. Make my entrance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Talking mess too.
Yeah.
I'm about to be Steph Curry today. I'm about to be Manu Ginobili today. Look, check it out. We'll go hoop at this park. We'll go play like 1-on-1, 21 with our other boy Tommy. This fool pull up. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm in my gray and silver, or my black and silver. I'm Mano today. I'm Manu Ginobili today. Like, get out of here. All you going to do is hack. You're wearing black and gray. That's all you're going to
do. He said hack.
Bro.
Go hack wearing black and gray.
Hey, Serge, that's the third person that said that shit.
Yeah, but
I can't see now.
I'm trying to make them better. So when they go to rack, I hack them. I'm like, you got to finish. If you don't finish, you ain't shit.
Oh, you see this ball and his arm coming at you a mile away. He's like,
hey, not everyone can play with me though, for real. Everyone's like, they ain't used to it. I'm like, what? We playing basketball, right?
Yeah, we're playing basketball, not football.
Oh, here we go.
Football players. Well, I tell you, man, hey, something else.
Oh shit.
Yo, ready to tackle somebody.
Yeah, always. Yeah,
I'm ready to tackle. My boy, they tackled each other in the club one time. Remember that? Like, you remember?
I don't remember that shit.
I think it might have been your birthday. As soon as we walk in,
I got tackled. Let's just say, I'm gonna say I got tackled.
Our old boy Terrence, we walk in. They see each other. They like something clicked. They was like, oh, and tackled each other. We're like.
Hey, that's how football guys say hi. That's how we say hi.
Yeah. That's why we don't play football, because that's just crazy. We don't do that shit.
They saw red. They were like, is that? Just bam, right there on the floor.
Oh, that's just funny. Oh, fuck. So I already know what makes you different from any other training and stuff like that, because you go to their place and stuff. So what are the age group for your training?
Ooh, I kind of work with anybody, you know. The youngest I work with maybe 5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Oldest, anybody from like 5 to whoever want to learn. I'm like, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna get a workout in, and that's what I'm about. It's like, get out there, get active. You know what I mean? You know, just get moving, get a sweat going. You know, because it's good for you. It's healthy. You know what I mean? So, anybody want to learn, I'll teach them. You know, it can be an adult. Like, yo, can you help me with basketball? Sure. You know, meet me here, or we can get to going. So, yeah.
That's good. That's what's up. Yeah. Age range is like big, so that's good.
It's limitless.
There you go. Yeah, it is. Yep, it's limitless. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, like, if people are trying to get in contact with you, or trying to get trained or whatever, like, how do they get in contact with you? What's the best way to reach out to you if they want to get training going?
Right now, it's a lot of word of mouth. I gotta work on my social media and like a website type of deal. But now it's kind of word of mouth, and a lot of clients that I've been working with, they pass my number along to whoever else wants to referrals, basically.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it's in the building stages. I kind of, like I said, I got to get on it myself. But right now, word of mouth.
Yeah. See, sometimes word of mouth is the best way to, send out your training, because the people that's telling other people, it's like they already experience it. They already know what to get from you, you know? Right. So it's like sometimes it's the best way, because you're not going to be like, yo, this guy, I'm looking at this limitless training. Like, how does it work? Like, how, like, what's his goal and stuff like that. But if you get it from somebody else, like a word of the mouth, like what you said, it's a lot different. Like, it's a lot better. I think it's a lot better that way because, like, you already know the person. Yeah,
exactly. Because it's already there's like kind of a relationship already right there.
Mm-hmm.
You got and our word of mouth, and so it kind of gives me some credit right there. They're like, oh, this guy is good. Like, here, you should try him. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll take it. Like, if it's working, I'll take it. And then I said I got to work on my other forms of communication, but that word of mouth's been working for me a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Church.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Word of mouth is the best way to get some. Like you said, it's coming from somebody that's already training with you, so they're more likely to kind of automatically take your training up because they know somebody going through it. But also, the IG is what also has gotten, I would say, not only myself but other people like, hey, have you heard of Limitless? No, I haven't heard of it. Check out the IG. And then videos of your training is up there too. So they can kind of see what you're about in certain ways. I mean, obviously you're not going to get everything off IG, but you get to see a little bit. Like a lot of people, I've gotten a few emails, hey, interested. Yeah. I said, well, check my page, see if you like it, and then get back to me without them having to even meet you. They can automatically see your training. So word of mouth is good too, but IG, I mean, social, especially today, man, social media is ridiculous. So you got to really get into that deep, into that social media, start posting videos. Even if it's of yourself, honestly. If you set up your camera, have someone do it, and do drills that you would run for people, kind of shows a little bit too. Oh, that's Dre. That's Andre. That's who I'm Limitless Training. You go through a 360 or a windmill or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's all about social media today. So you do a group of dunks, all of a sudden you're the best trainer ever kind of deal because you can do that.
Yeah.
So, dive into that social that media shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so Sergio, you want to ask him what I told you? Like how?
Oh yeah. So, what do you think about training today, and like say 15 years ago? The difference, like in the way the game has changed. Do you think the training is different? Do you think the training is different from today's training and like training of like you said 15?
You might want to say like 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Like you growing up.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of different training methods and techniques just because, the knowledge that people are gaining from training and just, like I think it's changed.
And as far as the game too, right? Because the game ain't the same as it was today in 20 years.
Yeah. There's a lot of trainers. There's a shit ton of trainers. So you're going to see all kinds of different trainings.
Well, I'm saying more of like the game itself. So like basketball is different today than it was 20 years ago. Not training, but I'm saying basketball in general.
Yeah.
You think training?
It's definitely different.
You think training is different, like the difference between like 20 years ago today. Yeah. Like, would you train the same way you're training 20 years ago today?
No,
because the game is different.
It's different. It's different. It's everybody's training to be athletic, and they gotta train to last in the game. Back then, I think it was just like either you're big and athletic, or either one or the other. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to go down there, and the game was more of it was physical. It was physical back then. Now it's just speed, running gun, shoot, running, shoot. So, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
How do you feel about when you see trainers like on IG or whatever, like doing like some kind of like some crazy like handle training, like all the scissor step, all the push through.
Okay.
Like, do you think that works? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to, like, or do you think it's just a waste of time doing that kind of stuff because you don't really put it into basketball like an actual game? So,
you know what? I'm kind of open to like all that basketball training stuff and just to see what's out there, like seeing what's new. Not a lot of it is going to work for everyone, just because of their style of play. But I mean, I wouldn't do a lot of it, but I like to see is like maybe okay, I can probably take this and work with this move, or you know what I mean, something like that. But I don't know. I don't think they trained like that back in the day, though. Like that.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, like, because that's why I asked you about that. With me and Serge, where there was an issue happened, I think, like 2 weeks ago with this guy. His name is Kyle Travis. He's I don't know if you know. He's training. It's Icon Ball Training. He's based, in the Bay Area. Like, he's one of the, like, he's a big trainer for basketball and stuff like that. He trained like professionals and stuff. And then I don't know if you know who Jay Wall Training is, the dude that trains like NBA players and stuff like that. So he was on there for a minute, like he was training with him and stuff. So and then once someone on Twitter said something about his training, like Kyle Travis's training, that like it's a waste of time. Whatever he's doing, like all this, like like push through, dribble, like rip through, like not rip through, but scissor, like step, like and then pull back and all this like handle training is a waste of time, and like he's just taking people's money. So that's what this one guy was saying. So he kind of like hating on this training, but that's why I asked you how you feel about like that kind of
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like I said, if it works in the game, then fuck it, do it. But if you don't, then don't do it. I like I said, I try to see what's new and like, because you see guys out here doing some crazy shit. So you're like, how the fuck you even think of that move? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm open to seeing different moves and new moves. But if it works, do it. If it don't do it. Fuck it. Scrap it.
Yeah. There you go. Like you don't have to like pull it, like you don't have to like blow them out saying that your shit ain't work. Like what I'm saying. I think like for me it's like
don't hate.
Yeah, don't hate. Like what I'm saying. Just take whatever you can from that guy and then like make it your own. You feel me? Like I know. Right.
Exactly. And that's what going back to what you. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Go ahead, man. You're good.
But that's just kind of going back to what you're saying. Like, whose game did you patent your game after? Right? It's like you take something from everybody. Like if you like, oh, I like that move, and I think I could do it. Try it, and if it works for you, it does. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Serge took Kobe and then and Clay Matthews and put it together.
That's pretty much it. Like, man, I think I still got some scars from playing with Serge, man. A couple of them.
Yeah. So. Hey, like, I played with him in the league, like with Serge, and he'll get you back though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a little guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get banged around all the time. I got sat on that one time, and Serge just like, he was there just like, pulling niggas out like, like throwing people away. Yeah.
Bro, the championship game, I almost got kicked out.
Yeah.
Well, the two guys tackled him, so I was like, dude came
of course.
Yeah.
Look, he's like the worst player to play against, but the best one to have on your team.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? For situations like that.
I was telling Buck on when he was on here, I was like, man, there was certain drills motherfuckers didn't want to do with me because I already knew.
Oh, you getting hurt? Like diving on the ball, chasing after the ball, diving on it?
Oh man, that was my favorite. I'm like, oh, who want it? Who want it?
Don't nobody want to play football, man, all the time.
Or hey, remember that drill we used to do when we used to do that drill when the coach used to hold the bag and used to hit it to make contact with go? Yeah, but I used to hit it and then go up like
and then hit it again.
Telling you.
Yeah. I would speaking on that, when I played football my senior year, Serge was out there, and like whenever we do a play, it was like a fade. I'll go out and get it, and Serge would come to me before the play, like, "Yo, hey, if you don't catch it, just toss it back to me. I'm right there, dog." I'm like, "All right." So we go. Like he'll throw the fade, I'll catch it. I'm I'm laid out. Serge coming over there. He's the first person over there picking me up. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Serge is always there. He always have you back.
Yeah, yeah.
Point of that story.
Yeah. Always. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's real though.
Yeah. So start, bench, cut.
Start, bench, cut. Okay.
Yeah. Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron.
Ooh, all right. I would. Damn, that's tough. You can't start bench cut with that lineup, man. Like, that shit don't even make sense, dog.
Hey, that's
what's supposed to do with that information, man?
I had to.
Damn. Okay. Ooh. All right. I would start. I would start Kobe. Nah. See, that don't even make sense. I would have Jordan, bench Kobe, and cut LeBron.
Okay. That's your opinion.
I agree.
I agree too. Yep.
I would have to go that way. Yeah.
So top 5 of all time, like no particular order and nothing like that. So top 5. So point, shooting, small, power, and then center. Top 5 all time.
Top 5 all time.
Yep.
Top 5 all time. Point guard. I would go with AI. Shooting guard, I'm gonna keep it with Cole. Small forward, I'm gonna go with T-Mac.
Ooh.
These are all players I've seen, I watched, so I can, you know what I'm saying, I can. Power forward, I'm gonna go with KG.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shaq at center.
That's a
horrible.
Dope that's a dope lineup, dog. Yep.
Everybody at Limitless, don't go to this guy. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Hey, you ain't right now.
Those are players that I've seen, though. Yep. You know what I mean? Like if we do 50 top out of them, then I can put in different people. But
hey, so are you still going with that 5 if there's no position? Like if you made a team for today,
a team for
today,
still
rolling with that 5? Are you still rolling with that 5?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because you like the top shit. You can't stop Shaq. Barely can contain Kobe or T-Mac or AI, KG. You get them out running. Like you're not gonna stop KG.
Yep.
Like then you're gonna bring the present, and they all. Well, AI ain't gonna play defense, but you know what I mean. Or neither is
AI.
Yeah, But they're gonna score enough points anyway.
Yeah.
Huh?
I say they're gonna score enough points anyways.
Yeah, for real. Like you can't really stop those players, But you got 3 people who will play defense, and you can't really do anything about it.
He mad because you said T-Mac and KG in that top 5. You know that, right? That was the 2 that he mad about.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm glad. Hey, I'm gonna add on to the anger today.
Yeah.
Throw more in the fire.
We argue about those two all the time, man. All the time. He keeps saying KG garbage. KG is like, you know, like and then
overhyped.
Said,
KG overhyped.
And then he said that
and I think James Harden better than T-Mac.
Have you started smoking crack in Napa? Can we say that on here?
That's what I told him.
Oh man,
that Napa water got him. Changed.
I listened to the last ones you guys were talking about. And I'm like, I gotta agree with Tito on the T-Mac thing, man. It's like, dude was a problem.
Yeah.
Real.
He was athletic. He was athletic.
No, he was a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Prior injury and all that, man. T-Mac, right? T-Mac, it's like shit. I
like your AI though. He's not on mine, but he's definitely he's my sixth man. Yeah. I gotta go because I gotta go Curry, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Shaq. That would be mine.
You'll get mopped.
That's just tough too. Like that's tough. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put T-Mac on LeBron.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Before LeBron, there was T-Mac. Just remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Before Harden, there was T-Mac. Yeah. And then, if you put Harden when T-Mac was playing, Harden would have been shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think he would have been able to stop T-Mac.
No.
They probably went bucket for bucket, though.
Yeah. But, I mean, Buck said something that I agreed with, though, with the T-Mac would stop Harden more than Harden would stop T-Mac. So I get that one.
Yeah. But if you put it this way, though, like if you put it like, Harden when T-Mac was playing, because, when T-Mac was playing, it was more physical, more like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot different now than Harden's playing now, because Harden, you can't touch the motherfucker. You feel me? Yeah. So, like, how would it feel? Like, if you really think, like, Harden can play in that era? Like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't get all the fouls that he's getting now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that era wouldn't have me shit.
Yeah.
No one playing that damn era.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way they play today, it would be hard for anybody. Yeah. If you ain't a shooter and if you ain't LeBron James, you ain't playing in that damn era.
Exactly, right? That's what I'm saying. So that's why you can't compare Harden to T-Mac. You can't say Harden's better than T-Mac because T-Mac, like Harden can't play in that era. T-Mac can play in this era. He probably average 40 playing in this era. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now. So.
See that?
Yeah.
See that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Put that shit to rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. Like.
All right, here I got start bench cut. Start bench cut. Tim Duncan, Dirk, C-Web, all in their prime.
Ooh. Man, that's tough. All right, I'm going to go with Timmy. Because you can't go wrong with Timmy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nope. And then, C-Web and Dirk. Shit.
Just think about the Dirk that won the shit that year like that.
Mm-hmm. But that's it, though. I mean,
like but I'm just saying, you just take everyone in their prime and you put them against each other.
But C-Web was a problem with, like, it wasn't just Kings.
C-Web was nasty, too.
Kings, Wizards, like, Golden State. Like, he was a problem all through.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's tough.
Man.
Oh.
Shit. I'm going to go with Dirk by C-Web. I mean, I'm putting that championship ring on top, so, you know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Yeah. So I'm Timmy, Dirk, and then C-Web cutting. Yep.
Yeah. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm going to go Dirk, Timmy, C-Web. Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk. Right. You can't go wrong with that either, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the best second option? Look at it this way. The three-peat versus the Miami days, all right, with LeBron and D-Wade. With three-peat with Jordan and Scotty. So who's the second, like who's the best second option? D-Wade or Scottie Pippen?
Ooh.
See, a lot of people get it confused saying that, oh, D-Wade won by himself. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just those run with LeBron James and then the run with MJ. You know what I'm saying? So just compare those two. You can't compare outside those runs. So who's a better second option?
Oh, shit. That's another tough question. Like, fuck.
Hey, shout out to Ricky Moon for that question, though.
Rick, that's a good question, bro.
Yeah.
Great question.
Is going to be a superhero, the Black Adam?
I'm going to go with D-Wade.
D-Wade?
Go with D-Wade. Yeah, I'm going to go with D-Wade because he seemed like he could do a lot. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like shoot. He could create for other people too. So like you give him the ball.
You got to remember too. He's a great defender.
Yeah, and he can play D. Yep.
Is he second on all? Is he second all time on blocks or first on shooting guards?
With blocks?
Yeah, he's one or two. He's either one or two.
Yeah, I think it's number. I don't know. Like one of three. He's top two though, but I know that
top two on blocks for shooting guards.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go with D-Wade. Yeah. I'm gonna go with D-Wade.
Yeah, when I did that, when Ricky asked me that question, I never got to answer because they took over the show. You know what I'm saying? Ricky and Marcus took over the show. So, but I'm gonna go with D-Wade too. That's
Yeah, hear that, Ricky? 3 D-Wades, Rick. 3.
Oh, you went with
there
Pip?
You go. He went with Pip. Yeah,
of course, he went with Pip.
Bulls. So,
Okay.
Yeah. I think all of them on that episode went with Pip, and then I wanted to go with D-Wade, but they never let me answer. So
you didn't get a chance to answer. Oh man, you should have just yelled it out like D-Wade. Like, hold on, what's wrong with Brad? He over here.
Oh shit! Yep, there you go. 3 D-Wades, man. I think that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wade, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I think D-Wade's a different animal. Like I think, like you know what I'm saying. Like just imagine if D-Wade was 6'8" or 6'9" or whatever. Like you know what I'm saying, it would have been a lot better than Pip. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying, because Pip is like 2.5, 3 inches taller than D-Wade. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine, like that's why they said, oh, Pip can guard point guard the center because it's 3 inches taller. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just imagine if D-Wade was that tall too. He would have been the same thing. He probably would have been better in offense. You feel me?
I think so. Yeah, he would have been fucking worse. Like, hold up. Like, unstoppable.
Yeah.
He was pretty much unstoppable.
At 6'4".
He's like, yeah. So.
Yeah.
And we probably would have been putting LeBron a second option. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I'm saying. Yeah.
And then, Dwayne Wade, he had that killer instinct like Kobe and Jordan too. So like you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And sir, you got anything, Serge?
Yeah, I got one more question. Most underrated player in the NBA.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Most underrated right now. Fuck, I don't know.
You're gonna have to repeat that. My shit got disconnected. So say your question again, bro.
Most underrated player in the NBA today.
Oh. Go ahead, Dre.
I'm still thinking.
Shit, I got Drew Holiday. Easy, Drew. I think Drew Holiday.
I say Klay Thompson.
Man,
I don't think he
gets. I think he gets.
He don't get his. Nah, he don't. I don't think he gets his.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think he does too.
You know
For
why he
playing
say that?
defense? For playing defense?
You know why he say that? Because every time the Warriors be losing and shit, he always tell me. I get a text from him. They motherfuckers need to cut Clay. They need to cut Clay all the time. Though. That's why he underrated to him. But I think Clay underrated though. Bro,
Nah, he underrated.
Oh, there's a backstory to that.
There ain't no
That's
backstory.
right.
He lying.
Yep.
He lying.
Every time. Yep. They need to cut
Yeah.
it. Say Clay sorry ass. Like they need to cut his ass.
That's funny. Underrated. Damn, I don't know. I can't tell you. I have to get back to you on that one. Yeah, gotta get back to you on that one.
Okay. You got okay. How about one more? How about overrated?
Overrated?
Kawhi.
That's mine. Kawhi is overrated like a motherfucker. I think so.
I can see why you would say that, but if you watch him play, like
no, he could play ball, but I don't see him in the category as like LeBron. I think to keep it 100, I think Kawhi and Giannis are overrated.
I would say maybe Giannis is overrated. I would go with Giannis.
He does one thing. Like I don't know how you don't just stack the middle and be like, you ain't getting in this middle today.
Right. Yeah, I would say Giannis is overrated, but Kawhi, like he does everything.
He does, but I think he's
it's not pretty. His game is not pretty at all.
Maybe that might be it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people got flair and all this shit, but his is just like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And he's successful at it. So,
maybe you don't agree because that's you. He just does it and runs back to defense.
That's.
And the thing is too with Kawhi is like, like he gets to the spot like all the time. He doesn't do anything fancy. You're not gonna be like, ooh, like you know what I'm saying? He just gets to that spot and then that's his thing. I think that's why I think I kind of look at him overrated because he doesn't he doesn't show everything. Like he doesn't get to that ESPN highlight all the time, and then they trying to but I think I see what you're saying. Like if you look at it that way, the way he plays and shit, I think he's not overrated. But
but I'm still trying to think of this underrated player. Shit.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Fuck. I guess I would go with Jimmy Butler.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. He's been killing it. Yeah, he's been killing it in this bubble. Like, especially, he's been killing it,
I would say Jimmy Butler. I'll go with that one.
Who was saying that? Somebody was saying that, like, Jimmy Butler's a different, like, animal. Like, behind the scene, like, he's different. Like, I think it was UD. UD was saying that. It's like, UD is like Mr. Miami or whatever. Mm-hmm. He was saying that when Jimmy Butler went to the Heat, everything changed. Like, he was a different person. He was a different dog. Like,
Yeah, for real.
So I think that's why it's like,
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah. I don't know. People say, what do you think about Devin Booker being underrated? I don't think he's underrated.
I think
he's underrated.
Well, I think especially the bubble was his coming out party. Definitely.
I mean, is it really? Because
I guess not.
He's been doing that.
He's been doing it, but you know why? It's on the what's it, center stage now, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's seen it. Everybody's seen it.
Because they went 8 in a row.
Yeah.
They went 8 or 9-0, whatever in the bubble.
Well, plus every bubble game was on TNT, so every game was really televised instead of him doing it in Phoenix where no one's watching.
Yeah.
Right.
He gonna be a Laker.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I wouldn't mind that. Hey, come on over to the Lakers. I'll take Devin. Beat Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yep. All right, y'all. That's it, man. We're gonna wrap up. That's it. It's a wrap. Appreciate you for coming, Dre. You know what I'm saying, Serge. I appreciate you for co-hosting. Always on there. You know what I'm saying.
Dre, you got any shout outs, Dre?
Yep. Any final thoughts, shout outs?
Yeah. Shout outs. Yeah, shit. My man Rick over at T-Shirt Strategy, 4 Sons. Shout out to you too. appreciate you for having me on here. Silicon Valley Panthers. Who else? My boy, Good Energy Tribe. You know what I mean? That's another one that's going to come out real soon. Good Energy Tribe. I had a sticker somewhere, but and shit, just hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Anytime, man. Anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How about your research? You got a shout out?
Nah, he did it all. Yeah, hey, thanks for coming on though. Thanks for coming on. We gonna link up and get ball soon.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, I've been trying to keep myself in hoop shape a little bit, so well, I got to. I coach it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let's hoop. I'm ready. I might dunk again.
Oh, you know what? We had Buck and Leilani here last Saturday, and then we might go over the facility sometime pretty soon, man. Check it out.
Yeah. I was just there yesterday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a nice little run yesterday morning. So Saturday mornings, I think they starting to do that more consistent.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I heard there's some players out there too. Yep.
Yeah, you see a couple players out there. You see a couple some good players.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's it, man. I just want to let everybody know, beginning of September or mid-September, Coach's Corner gonna have a big announcement. Y'all stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? Some shit will about to go down around that time. So if y'all listening, if y'all gonna be watching, you know what I'm saying, beginning of September or mid-September, mark y'all calendars for that. You know what I'm saying? Big announcement. Something about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for that. Yep. But yeah, thank y'all for coming. You know what I'm saying? Hopping on. You feel me? And shout out Serge, JIG Elite, Limitless Training. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Rosh Mula for the intro, like music intro. Like, if you guys listen to this, if y'all listen to it, it's the Game Time song is his song. So shout out to him. You feel me? We had him last week on Coach's Corner. So shout out to him. And then shout out to our sponsor, Hoop Crate. Yes, sir. So that's it. It's a wrap, man. Appreciate y'all for coming.
Yep. All right, Dre.
Deuces.
All right, Tito.
I'll let you.
Yeah.
Later.
Sure. Deuce.
Oh.